Imagine a thriving Detroit neighborhood, Black Bottom, full of life, culture and dreams. Now imagine it gone. In just over a decade, Black Bottom was wiped from the map, not by disaster, but by deliberate design. Hundreds of businesses and thousands of homes were bulldozed, erasing generations of history almost overnight. Residents, mostly African American, were told this was progress. New highways and modern housing would bring prosperity. But for those who lived there, it felt like an invasion, not improvement. Urban renewal projects like this promised revitalization, but delivered displacement, especially for minority communities. The loss wasn't just physical, it tore apart the social fabric, scattering families and destroying a sanctuary built against segregation. Today, most who drive through the area have no idea what once stood beneath the pavement. To understand the true impact, we must first see Black Bottom as it was, vibrant, hopeful and alive. Its story is not just about an end, but about the life and spirit that came before. Black Bottom was Detroit's black cultural and economic heart for nearly 50 years. Named for its rich soil, it became a haven for African Americans fleeing the Jim Crow South during the Great Migration. Here, black doctors, lawyers and entrepreneurs built businesses and served their own community. The neighborhood thrived with black-owned shops, banks and services, creating economic independence and a unique identity. Hastings Street, its main artery, pulsed with jazz and blues, drawing legends like Duke Ellington and Ella Fitzgerald. Black Bottom was a powerhouse of creativity, resilience and joy, a place to celebrate heritage and build new lives. It was a symbol of determination, a flourishing world built despite immense pressures. Losing Black Bottom meant losing a central pillar of black life in Detroit. Its absence sent shockwaves through the city, effects still felt today. To understand its loss, we must remember what made it matter. Black Bottom's residents were a dynamic mix. Factory workers, professionals, entrepreneurs and families, all building a supportive community. Neighbors knew each other, children played in the streets, and churches anchored social life and activism. Despite old buildings and neglected city services, residents focused on their businesses, culture and relationships. Overcrowding and discrimination were real, but the community's spirit thrived. Hastings Street buzzed with activity, music, food, laughter and commerce. The air was alive with jazz, the aroma of soul food and the energy of people determined to thrive. Black Bottom was not a slum, but a flourishing, complex human habitat. This was the world targeted for demolition. Its vibrancy made its destruction all the more tragic. The destruction of Black Bottom was driven by post-war urban renewal and the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956. Detroit's leaders saw federal funds as a chance to modernize at the expense of Black Bottom, which they labeled blighted. The neighborhood's prime location made it a target for Interstate 375, a highway routed straight through its heart. Officials promised better housing, but most displaced residents found only inadequate, segregated alternatives. The demolition began in the early 1950s. Homes, businesses and churches bulldozed, families forced out with little notice or compensation. The decision-makers, almost all white, saw Black Bottom as a problem to erase, not a community to preserve. The new highway severed the east side from downtown, leaving a scar where a vibrant neighborhood once stood. Promises of progress masked a deep injustice. The loss was not just physical, it was the destruction of a thriving world. Black Bottom's erasure was a calculated act, not an accident. The impact on Black Bottom's residents was devastating. Families scattered, businesses lost, and a sense of belonging shattered. The promised better future never arrived. Many ended up in under-resourced, segregated housing. The destruction deepened Detroit's racial divides and wiped out a vital engine of black economic empowerment. The highway stands as a monument to a flawed vision of progress, one that valued concrete over community. Yet, Black Bottom's spirit endures in the music, stories and resilience of its people. Today, efforts to remove I-375 and reconnect the city offer hope for healing and acknowledgement. Black Bottom's story is a vital lesson. True progress values people, culture and history. To build better cities, we must remember and honor these erased communities. Let's ensure Black Bottom's story is never forgotten.